What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and today I'll be taking on the first relay defense and I'll be giving you guys free to play guides for all of the Abyssal and the Infernal maps. Now I'm only going to be using free to play units and I will not be using any sort of skeletons, so it is going to be easy to follow if you do have similar units, and I will explain the things you need to have on those units at certain moments, and if you do have similar or same units you can definitely follow up. So I'll be going from Abyssal maps to Infernal maps in reverse. So let's begin with this. Obviously the stat inflation is pretty insane on this mode. You cannot really kill these units without having plus 10 merge or highly invested units. And if you do not have those, then your best bet is to create a choke point and just defend your forts, and that's what we're going to be doing. So you just have to use these range units to your advantage for creating a choke point. You do have Maribel, you do have Sanaki, and also Sonia. So you could use either one of them to create a choke point. So let's have Baruka over here. We're going to be using Lunge the next turn. And we can just have Ursula go all the way over here. And Kaze does have Quick Repose Sacred Seal. So you can definitely see that on the layout. And every time the unit switch, I will be changing the layout as well. So you can see what Sacred Seals I have on my units. So Kaze does have Quick Repose. So we're going to be using Lunge with Baruka for pulling Sonia over here. And we're going to be using Arden to absolutely destroy the Sonia. And now you want to retreat with Kaze. We obviously do not want to die. Just do not care about this fort. They'll just destroy that, which is fine. So we'll just have Ursula over here and Berkut over here. Now Sanaki is not going to be attacking Ursula because Ursula has more resistance than Berkut. Arden is going to go down and so is Baruka. So Sanaki is going to be having to attack Berkut. And now we just stall from here, and that is pretty much it. You do want to kill this Priscilla for the points. So if this Priscilla does not come on this tile to break our fort, and if she's over here where Erika is, then what you want to do is just bait her out by using a unit and putting them over here. So make sure you kill this Priscilla. It's super important. And now Sanaki has been trapped. You want to make sure that when you're trapping a range unit on this map, there is no other range unit behind them. So we have got Roderick and Florina, and obviously they cannot attack any of these other units. So that's why you have to keep that in mind. And we can just attack Priscilla and take her out.
Understood.
And we do exactly 8 damage with Legion. So if you do not have Jerome, you could definitely use some other powerful axe unit or just any unit in general. And we just spam end turn now, and that is pretty much it.
Very well.
So if you do not have a lot of highly merged units or heavily invested units, you could definitely just create choke points and just defend your forts and not really bother killing these units. Just kill few of them for the points, and that is pretty much it. And this way you can even survive with your units. So we'll just trap Sanaki, do this for just one more turn. The best thing about this mode is that the music at least changes whenever your team changes. Your team changing is so annoying, honestly. So yeah, that's the Abyssal difficulty map number 8. We exactly got 1800 points. So we are living life on the edge, but my other scores are going to be better and above the target score. So as you can see, it says target reach. That's the first map. Now let's move on to the 7th map. So let's do the 7th map. The target score is 1620, but we're going to be getting more than that. And the map is different for this. And it's harder to create a choke point compared to the indoor map for the other Abyssal difficulty that we faced. So here we have got Camilla and all of these units with pivot, because there's no other feeling like death approaching you. So you gotta give these units pivot so that they can just approach you so fast. Make sure to give your Arden attack +1 Sacred Seal, and if you started playing Fire Emblem Heroes after Arden was given out as a 5-star unit in Tempest Trial, and you just got a 4-star copy of him from the recent Tempest Trial, then you would have to upgrade him or just use a similar Brave Sword unit. And Arden is really helpful for these maps because these units have got insane HP and defenses, and his quad attacks are absolutely amazing. So we're going to be having Arden over here. And we're going to be using Threat and Defense from Clarice, and that's what we're basically going to be doing. Alright, so Tharja is going to come in. So Tharja is going to get debuffed by Threat and Defense, and that's really necessary. So even after quad attack, we do not take out this Tharja. Probably would have done that if I had a special, but I do not want to have any sort of other skeletons. So let's take her out with Clarice. And you want to leave this fort because you want to have Abel go over here. Abel is not going to be charging at Legion, of course. So he's just going to be going for your fort, which is completely fine. And now we can create a choke point, but of course Camilla is going to be a huge problem. And Titania thought she dent Arden. Okay, so this area is pretty easy to do because of these green units. So you can just have any unit with Triangle Adept. Like I said, just have similar units and you could definitely do the job. And I've got Jerome over here. He has got Quick Riposte. You just need to have Quick Riposte 1 on him. This is to 1-round KO Matilda. Now, if you do not have Jerome, it's definitely going to be hard to 1-round KO Matilda because she's extremely fast. She's got pretty decent defense and resistance as well. And you cannot really use Triangle Adept because she does have Cancel Affinity. So Jerome's Poleaxe is going to be really helpful.
My target.
Both of Camilla's retainers are going to be facing her. Well, not exactly facing her, but still. At least Baruka is going to be facing her. So you want to 1-round KO Matilda. The reason why it's harder to create a choke point on this map is because the units can just come in middle, from the middle between the mountains and just annoy you. So that's why. But Baruka can easily survive onslaught of attacks from this Camilla, who has got Weapon Refine. So let's take out Shauna with Garden.
What now?
And Camilla cannot really take out any of these other units. And because of Defiant Defense, Baruka is super tanky. I sometimes wonder why they did not give Baruka Ignis on her default kit when they gave her Defiant Defense. And she has a killer weapon as well. So Baruka did her job. Now, I've got Legendary Ike over here. If you fought it off your Legendary Ike, not really worry. You just need to have a unit who has got Seal Defense or even Threaten Defense, and that is pretty much it. So we're going to be attacking this Camilla first because Camilla is super bulky. So you do have to debuff her and then use her other units. My Takumi has got Poison Strike. This is a 4-star Fallen Takumi. You will need that, and we're going to be attacking Camilla. Now, we cannot exactly take out Camilla with Jamka, which is definitely unfortunate, but for that, we do have Narcine over here. Now, you want to use your Narcine on this map, but make sure to unequip his Lancebreaker skill. You do not need that, and I will tell why in a moment. So we're going to be using Savage Blow to put Camilla into the range of Jamka. And down goes Camilla. And Roy can easily tank Faye over here. It's not really a problem. So make sure you have Poison Strike on your Fallen Takumi, and make sure you take out Lancebreaker on your Narcian. And you just have to use Legendary Ike for his sealed skill. Nothing really else. Alright, so let's just have our units over here. Doesn't really matter, actually. So the reason why you want to unequip Lancebreaker on your Narcine is because Faye appears on this map right here, and Faye has got Wings of Mercy by default. So if Abel is below 50% health, then Faye is going to be teleporting and pressuring our unit who's going to be facing Abel. So that's why you do not want to have Lancebreaker on your Narcian. And I even have a weaponless Gunter so as to not put this Abel into the Wings of Mercy range of Faye. So definitely watch out for that. Have a weaponless unit over here. So let's have Zephiel for distracting Nino. Otherwise, you know, it's just going to be coming over here in middle and she's going to be a huge problem. So we can just give Gunter the Ward Cavalry buff from Berkut. Weary Fighter on Zephiel definitely helps a lot. Yeah, so having weaponless Gunter is good. This Fae stays there in her position.
Yes.
And we're just going to be having Zephiel over here and Berkut on the Fortress. And yeah, that's the 7th map for Abyssal Difficulty. So the target score was 1620, we got 1998. So the 6th map is once again the indoor map. This map has got a really big problem, and that big problem is the inflated Myr. Not only she has got Great Flame, which is a busted weapon, but she has got this insane bulk of 47 defense, 42 res, and 36 speed. So she's gonna be extremely annoying, and she's gonna be making it hard for us for choking the point. So just like the first Abyssal map, we're gonna be having Felicia in the range of Leo, and we want to choke the point similar to how we choked with Sanaki. So that's pretty much it. You want to have a unit like Felicia in the range of Leo who has got really bad attack or who just does not have any sort of weapon, because for this solution, make sure you do not damage Leo at all. Just do not have any sort of damage on him. Anything like Savage Blow, unequip that on your team and have a really low attack unit like Felicia be the bait for him. So make sure he does not take any damage and he stays healthy. Because if he takes any sort of damage, then his strategy will fail because he will retreat and try to get healed up by Lissa, and that's obviously going to be really annoying. So here comes Batre.
Got it.
Now you're going to be needing a lot of tanky red units here for taking on Batre constantly, and a lot of high defense unit or a lot of Raven Tome mages for taking on hits from Leon. So make sure you have got those 2 requirements done. And another requirement is basically having Felicia get killed by Leo, because Leo is going to focus on her. He can take her out, and as long as you've got a blue unit surrounding Leo, he's just going to be focusing on your weakened unit. I feel really bad because I did pair up Leo and Felicia in my Fates file. Alright, so now we're going to be using Weary Fighter of Zephiel, of course. And as I said, Myr is a really big problem. We have not successfully choked this point because she can fly and attack the unit who's choking this point, and that's really bad. So for that, we have got Black Knight with Quick Riposte. You just need Quick Riposte 1, and you need an armor unit who has got Hone Armor, and make sure to give them Spur Speed 1 as well. So let's teleport Selena over here for taking on Batre. She's another bulky red unit with Triangle Adept. So we'll have Black Knight over here.
Okay.
And move him over here. Now, Great Flame does disable any sort of follow-up, and there's no way we can match her defense with our Black Knight. But we do have Quick Riposte that gives us a follow-up attack. So obviously these 2 skills are conflicting, and whenever this happens or any kind of interaction like this happens, then the game basically cancels out both of these skills, and then the follow-up attack or the precedence is given to the unit who has got 5 more speed than the opponent. So Black Knight has got 40 speed. That's obviously not enough to bypass the speed check. So we're going to be using Gwendolyn and her Spur Speed. So make sure your Black Knight can reach 41 speed so that he can double attack this Myr with Quick Riposte. So that's really necessary. So make sure you have a Hone Armor unit. Black Knight is your way of doing this, basically. And we have got Black Luna ready. Obviously, Gwendolyn can take a hit from Leo. Not a problem at all. And I'm going to be turning on the animation because this Myr is so annoying.
Understood. Will you survive?
Thankfully not. So the biggest problem of this map has been taken care of, and now we can win from here. I forgot to turn off the animation, so that's really bad. Alright. Once again, we have got a bulky red unit in Hinata. over here for taking on Batre, and we'll have Drog as the other bulky unit for taking on Leon. And we can just simply block this path. Drog is barely gonna live this with 1 HP. This is a neutral IV Drog. All of these units have got neutral IVs actually. The units I'm using in this video because they are free to play units. Now for this, make sure to have a weaponless Joshua. Joshua is a pretty recent Tempestral unit. He got a rerun and was given as a 5-star unit, but you could definitely replace him with any other red unit basically who's bulky enough. Make sure you have got no weapon on them because we do not want to kill this Batre. So let's just have Joshua over here, and I'm using a 4-star Arden here, once again for taking a hit from Leon, nothing really else, and blocking this path. So we'll leave Batre alive so that he can ruin someone's stay by appearing as a 3-star unit on their free summon. So he's just gonna be alive, and let's end our turn. The most powerful strategy for these maps, just ending the turn, and that's gonna be your 6th map, the Infernal one. So the target score was 1440 and we got 1680, so we got this done. Target reached. Once again, we are back to that outdoor map, so let's begin.
Don't push me.
Alright, so once again, we're gonna be choking the points. It's pretty obvious, you have to kind of do it with these kinds of units if you do not have highly merged units. So we're going to be having Arvis in the range of Bowie. It's extremely important because if you do not, then you cannot really easily choke this point. So make sure have your Bowie attack Arvis. So let's end our turn. And for this map, you're going to be needing a lot of bulky blue units and a lot of bulky green units, basically. Alright, so we'll just have Arvis over here on this tile. And Branded King Crom is going to be coming all the way here for killing Arvis. So let's just end our turn. Michaelis is just going to be taking on Matilda. And you do need a lot of bulky green units and a lot of bulky blue units. So Branded King Crom is extremely powerful unit. So you do need some really bulky units to take him on. So here, what you have to be careful about is Fallen Celica's shield speed. So I've got Black Knight over here with Quick Riposte so that I can 1-round KO this Julia. Now Black Knight has got 34 speed, so he will not get attacked by Celica's shield speed because I do have Legion right over here who's going to be our team player taking the shield speed for the team because he does have the highest speed out of the units I've got on the field. Alternatively, you can even have speed +3 on your Sabaki so that he has got 36 speed. So make sure your Black Knight does not get shield speeded by the Celica, otherwise Julia will just 1-round KO him. So we'll just have Black Knight in the range of Julia. Shield speed is going to be hitting Legion. Now make sure you do not forget that Matilda does have cancel affinity, so do not use Triangle Adept green units against her. She will just devour them pretty much. Alright, so Julia got taken out, and Fallen Celica is going to be using guidance from Tana and coming over here to kill our Legion, which is completely fine. So we'll just have Sully take on Celica. Swordbreaker definitely helps a lot.
Let's go.
And we do have Black Luna ready, so let's use that.
Understood.
Yeah, she's a pretty big fool for using Tana's guidance to come over here. And we're just going to be having Sully right here beside Black Knight. And Olivia is going to get taken out by Tana, and that's completely fine. Matilda cannot really take out Black Knight from the range he's at. Once again, forgot to turn off the animations. Poor Olivia.
I'm being helpful.
No, you're not. You're being annoying. He's such a strong unit. Even on Infernal map, he's insane. Like, some of my blue units actually died when I was trying this out. And that's why I have to use close defense on someone like Gwendolyn, who has got really high defense and also has a special that reduces damage from physical hits. So Chrom is insane here. So we'll just have animations turned off.
Very well.
And we'll just gang up on Tana. Make sure to have Lancebreaker on your Narstian back, because for the previous maps we didn't really need that. But for this we do need that.
Shall we?
Camus can easily take out Matilda, and Selena is pretty easy to take on. So Brandon King Chrom is extremely powerful unit to enemy phase, and he constantly procs his ether. Alright, so we can just do some damage to Selena, set her up for the kill later on. So make sure to have close defense on your Gwendolyn, if you have got a 4-star Gwendolyn, that is. And here comes the armor units. So we've got Drog and Amelia coming our way. We have got Walter over here for taking on Selena. Finn, 5-star Finn. Make sure to give him Fortress Defense 1 because Chrom is pretty insane. And we have got Berkut for the Ward Cavalry buff.
Yes.
So we can just attack Drog. And Uboro is here with her heavy spear for taking on Drog. And you do not want to kill Selena over here, you just want to save her, so that Sakura does not like attack your Walter, and she's busy healing up Walter. Yeah, so Drog is gonna use lunge, and Oboro is gonna get taken out by Amelia, unfortunately. So we can just have Drog taken out, have Berkut over here, and use Walter's special to take out Selena. Our Fortress is not in danger because she will no longer have the armor march boost when it becomes her phase. Down goes Berkut, and Finn is also gonna go down, but our forts are completely safe, and that's gonna be the end of the 5th map. So the target was 1260 and we got 1470. So let's move on to the 4th map. So let's do the final map for this video. I'm not really gonna be doing Lunatic, Hard, and Normal. I'm just gonna be finishing this off at the 4th Infernal map. This is of course really easy because we don't really have that strong units here, and it's pretty easy to use the choke point to our advantage. Basically, just stay safe from Ishtar and Olwen. These units are insane, so just leave this fort completely. Just run away from that for your life. Just let them take that. So Longu is going to use pivot and come over here, and Longu is not really a powerful unit, even though he has got inflated stats. 47 attack is not really all that high, so we can just take hits from him pretty easily. Ishtar is going to be coming down, and make sure she does actually, because you do need to get a kill over here. Alright, so we'll just have Xander take on Longu. And we do have 2 fairly high attack green units for free-to-play standards. And now we're gonna take out Ishtar.
Indeed.
Xander can provide the spur defense support to these 2 units. So I've got a Mass Lucina over here. Make sure to give her quick riposte 1 secret seal, and that is pretty much it. Now I know only 3 people on this planet have trained up Ray, but if you do not have Ray, you can use anyone. I'm mainly using him for his Red Wolf Tome for taking out this Gunter.
Done.
So let's just have Mass Lucina go over here, and we can simply do some damage to Gunter. And I've got a weaponless Clive over here. Clive was also given out as a reward from Tempest Trial recently, and the reason why I've got no weapon on him is because we do not want Lonku to go down. So that's why I have some weaponless units if you are just killing these units faster than you want. So we can just take out Gunter.
Alright.
And Maslicina is going to be taking off Faye with that quick riposte. Yeah, Faye is of course going to be coming here with her Wings of Mercy. But that's fine. Not like she's really offensive. Alright, so I've got Jerome over here, 5-star Jerome.
I must feed Minervicans before bed.
Mainly going to be using him for hit and run,
Okay.
and for his really nice attack.
Very well.
Okay. Your orders.
And we'll just have a Raven Tome unit like Cecilia attack Faye. Faye cannot really attack Jerome. The AI is not smart enough to move back the unit so that Faye can attack Jerome. And because of the threatened resistance, this is actually going to be pretty helpful. So we can attack Faye for a lot of damage, use drawback, and then use hit and run and be safe with Jerome and not get attacked by this Tiki. And that's going to be the Infernal map. So those were my solutions for the Abyssal and the Infernal map for this first relay defense. Hopefully this helped you guys. If you have any sort of trouble, let me know in the comment section down below. The target score was 1080 and we got 1152. So we got target scores for all of the maps. And like I said, if you have any sort of trouble, let me know in the comments. You just have to choke the point, use similar units, and for some of the stuff like for killing that Mer with Black Knight, you do have to have some kind of support like Hone Armor for those particular moments. So yeah, if you enjoyed, then please be sure to leave a like and make sure to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.